Am I the asshole for pepper spraying my mom's boyfriend? I, 17F, live with my mom and my little brother. 6 months ago my mom moved in her new boyfriend, let's call him David. David is short-tempered, loud, obnoxious, and overall just a freeloader. When my mom first moved him in, she told him he would need to pitch in. These are things that everybody in the house does, even my little brother, 8. I myself do the kitchen, the main bathroom, my room, my bathroom, the living room, on top of contributing about $500 a month toward bills. I never much minded this because my mom busts her ass every day at work and does extremely long shifts at the hospital. Even still, she doesn't make that much, so I decided to start taking over our phone bill, and the rest of the money goes to food for the house. I graduated from high school early in June 2022 and decided to take a gap year before college so I can save up and help out more so my mom could get on her feet. This all was going really well until David moved in. David is self-employed, meaning he does Uber for about 3 hours a day max. The rest of the day he spends in front of the TV running up the electric bill. But it's not enough for David to add more to the bills he does not participate in paying. David selfishly eats and drinks everything in the fridge, and anytime he's confronted about it he says, "It's just food, one of you can run out and get some more." If that wasn't enough, David never cleans up after himself. He'll do things like leave the refrigerator open, spill things on the floor or counters, and just not pick it up, leave plates of food on the couch or by the window. I have even found cups in the bathroom. And it's not just disgusting living habits, it's his disgusting personality to match with it. David is constantly rude to my little brother. He yells at him for doing harmless kid things like laughing too loud at the TV or struggling with homework. He'll even go as far as to say if it was up to me I would beat him every time he does that. I'm quick to remind David that it's not up to him so he can get the thought out of his head, but apparently it didn't click for him. On Saturday, me and my brother were sitting at the table doing arts and crafts like we usually do over the weekend because during that time I don't work. That day in particular we were making slime. He did really good on a math test and it was something he had been wanting to do for a while. As he was playing with it, some of it accidentally got on his clothes. It honestly wasn't a big deal because it's Elmer's glue and detergent. I went into the bathroom to go get a washcloth to wipe it out. The best I could before I went into the wash, and that is when I heard a loud clapping noise, and then my little brother let out a blood-curdling scream. I wasn't sure what happened, so I grabbed my pepper spray and ran in to see what had happened. David had slapped my brother across the face after seeing the slime on his shirt. I walked into David yelling at my little brother, and I was completely horrified that I picked up my brother carrying him to my room. I tried calming him and seeing if he was okay. While I was doing this, David was following behind me still yelling, so I took my pepper spray and sprayed David while telling him to get the fuck out of my house. Once he was out, I removed the spare key from the back door, locked everything, threw all of his shit out of the window, and immediately called my mom. I was honestly shocked by her response to the whole situation because she told me while it was wrong of David to slap my brother, I took it too far and possibly ruined her relationship with David, and she wasn't sure how she would fix it with him. With that sentence alone, I'm pretty sure she just ruined my relationship with her, and I'm not sure what to do from here. My little brother is still really shaken up, and so am I. I'm pretty sure she's planning on moving David back in. I'm really lost on what I should do. Did I make the situation worse? What should I do? Am I the asshole? Wow. For starters, I just want to say thank you to all of the amazing people who gave me advice and validated my feelings in this situation. I was starting to feel like there was no way out and that I couldn't escape. From the bottom of my heart, I appreciate everyone's words so much. A few common questions and comments that I would like to clear up. First off, we do not have any other immediate family to stay with. My mother is estranged from her family because a close relative SA her when she was young. Even if I could reach out to them, that would most likely not be a safe option. The only person is my dad, however. Since me and my brother have different biological dads, I'm not sure if that will be harder to go about legally. Second, I have got a lot of inbox messages of people cursing me out and berating me for not immediately going to CPS and the cops. I know now that it is what I should have immediately done when the situation happened, and it comes across as me just being selfish. However, I spent time in the system myself when I was younger because of a substance abuse problem with my mom. It was not pretty. I had to deal with things like mental, physical, and sexual abuse. The main reason I didn't go to authorities immediately is because I do not want to put my brother in that situation. Third, as some people have asked, why hasn't any of his teachers said anything? School has not started back up yet and my brother is in a camp. This specific camp helps kids who have things like autism or ADHD get immersed in learning, so things are easier for them when they transition into school. Note the test. My brother is autistic, but highly functional and does have ADHD. David is on the pickup list for camp, so I took the week off of work to spend at home with my brother, because I don't want to risk anything happening and my mom won't take him off the list. I am not in any way, shape or form trying to cover for my mom or David. Update. Today I left my brother with a friend of mine very early in the morning. Hopefully by time I pick him up tonight everything will be sorted. I got back home around 7 a.m. and called my dad letting him know about what's been going on. He said he suspects that my mom might be using again because that's the only logical answer for why she could be acting like this. I'm not sure why I didn't piece that together, and it's definitely my fault for not noticing the signs. The spoons I kept on finding in the bathroom, the nosebleeds, the behavior. I honestly feel like an idiot because I didn't even consider it being a possibility. I thought she had changed. Anyway, my dad said that me and my little brother are more than welcome to stay with him. My mom arrived from work at about 8:30, if that's even where she's been. I asked her if she was using again. She denied it the first few times I asked, but eventually admitted it. Based off of everything else I said, some of you might have already guessed it, but she also admitted David has been taking them with her. I made it clear to my mother that me and my little brother will be staying with my father moving forward. I will no longer be supporting her or her drug habits unknowingly. We got into a screaming match, and she left the house. Honestly, it doesn't even matter if she brings David in the house or not at this point. After finding out that she's using again, my brother is not safe around her either. Me and my brother are leaving either way. I have pictures of my brother's face from when the incident first happened, and I am about to be on my way to the precinct. That's everything that has happened so far. I'm sorry if it's not much of an update, but I will keep everyone posted on what's happening, and again thank you to everyone for the advice. Hi, I'm sorry to everyone who has been waiting for update. I know it's been a while, but I just wanted to have time with my brother to get adjusted to our new life. Me and my little brother are now safe and living with my dad. My father hired a good lawyer and everything has been worked out legally. My mother has since signed away all her rights to me and my brother. She was charged with endangerment of a minor, and so was David. She has been sentenced to 3 years of probation. David has received a prison sentence of 364 days. I have decided to go no contact with my mother, and so has my little brother. Before anyone asks, no, I am not forcing him to not speak to my mother. My brother recently opened up to me and said that my mother would treat him badly when I wasn't around, doing things like putting her cigarettes out in his food and still making him eat it or spitting on him. I wish I could have known earlier and been a better sister to him. I plan to spend the rest of my life making it up to him. I'm happy to say that I decided not to drop out of college before even starting, and I want to say thank you to everyone that advised against it. I am not living on campus in my first semester. I have decided to commute. Instead, it is about an hour drive away from where my dad lives. However, my father doesn't mind driving me until I'm able to save up for a car. I plan to live on campus either my second or third semester, but I just want to make sure my brother is fully adjusted to his new home before I leave them anywhere. He will be starting school in about a week, and I know it will be a challenge for him. Being that we live with my dad now, he won't be able to go to the same school anymore, and starting at a new place will be a big deal for him. Overall, everything worked out. I do wish my mother and David got more of a consequence for their actions, but I guess some type of consequence is better than none at all. I again want to say thank you to everyone who supported me through this journey and gave words of encouragement and amazing advice. Through this process, I did lose some of my friends and people who I thought really close to me, but all of support really helped me get through it.